So if you wanted to use a Starlink Mini to its extreme while in motion, SpaceX has now changed their plans and is allowing you to use Starlink when moving over 10 miles an hour up to about 100 miles an hour. So safety first, guys, don't be flying down the interstate. But if you wanted to mount one in your Tesla, it is now possible. And I'm happy to say the tilt and alignment while you're driving doesn't need to be perfect, and it actually speeds through what you might need. So we were able to buy one of these mounts off Amazon. I'll throw that affiliate link up down below if you want to pick one up. They were on sale for Black Friday. It was about 50 bucks or so. So check that out. It definitely helps out the channel if you use those links. Thank you very much. It is a simple suction cup mount inside of your vehicle that uses its positioning to actually transmit through the roof. Since they're glass, data will still go, and surprisingly, it works very efficiently. I want to show you how easy it is to set up and go from there. Let's go. So first things first, once you have your Starlink mini dish in hand, you're going to want to take off that back plate, and it actually is very easy from here. All you're going to do is want to go into your Cybertruck or any Tesla vehicle, and you're going to have the mount installed right inside. Obviously, we're inside the Cybertruck now, but this will be applicable to any Tesla vehicle since they all have those glass roofs. Once you have your Starlink dish, one of the first things you're probably going to want to use is to get those other new barrel adapter to USB-C cables that we've talked about before. And all you're going to do is you're going to just want to run that through the back here. Once you do that, this mount itself is simple. It's just suction cups. You're just going to put the 3 points on any portion of the glass roof you want. I used the very back of the Cybertruck just because I didn't want it in the middle. You technically can do it however you want. But then it is literally as simple as lining up the ends. It would help if I turned it the right way. So you're just going to sit it right there in the grooves, pull that cord down, and it locks right into place just like that. Now, like we explained too, since it does use USB-C, if you don't want to plug into or your vehicle doesn't have an actual 12-volt battery pack or plug, you can use these barrel connector to USB-C cables that Tesla, or I should say SpaceX themselves, actually sell. Or you can get a generic one off Amazon. They all work, and you can just plug it into your vehicle that way. Or you can use a portable power pack if you'd rather. But that is it. It will give you just a little clearance over the top of the glass, so it's not going to be scraping. And it has a perfectly clear line of sight. That works really without issue. And as you can see, once you plug it in, it will automatically try to calculate the orientation, do its traditional song and dance for its setup. And in probably 2 to 3 minutes, it really just depends. I've had it go either way. It will show you online. So as you can see, we are now connected to Starlink and we are good to go. So if we just go ahead and let's go to ESPN. As we're moving, you can see everything is loading up as you would hope, and pretty quick at that. Okay, so as you guys can see, we are cruising down the interstate a little bit, going about 60 now, and you can see Starlink has connected successfully. And if we go to scroll and go to a speed test, you can see it is pulling in decently speeds even when moving. So it is not bad at all. It is actually somewhat impressive. Obviously, FSD Supervised doesn't like me not having both hands on the wheel. I only have one, but you can see it actually worked pretty well. So let me know down below, guys, is this something you think would be great to have while you're actually traveling, while you're moving? I think so. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.